Yo, how's it? I hope this microphone is charged. I don't know, that thing is red, so I'm gonna go ahead and guess it might be dead. Didn't mean to rhyme. But yeah, I keep forgetting to charge it, so maybe you need to charge something too. I don't know. Uh, but shout out Mercury retrograde doing its damn thing in pre-shadow because what in the fuck is going on? I don't know. So I'm here to find out. I've been super sick. I had a sinus infection, so let's just see what the energy is right now. I can't even believe June is about to be over next week. That's actually insane to me. And then we end the month with a full moon. So divine feminine. So you could be stepping in your divine feminine power, regardless of if you're male or female. Karmic path. You could be wrapping up something in your karmic path because Mercury retrograde could be bringing something back that aligned with your karmic path, just to test you and see if you're going to choose it again, and see if that's where you're trying to align. Okay, knowledge and truth are at the bottom. That was 2 cards though. I'm not going to take that. So yeah, I just feel like lucky. Okay, you could be feeling lucky. I'm not feeling so lucky right now. Okay, stop. And why the full moon card come out? Okay, that says full moon. I know the light. Okay, yeah, so 11 could be significant as well. I'm seeing 6. There's 47 here too, so 11, 11. But yeah, what? The full moon coming out on the bottom is a little insane to me. What flipped over? Okay. Healer. All right, so you could be a healer. I don't know why I put that face down. LOL. Something could be changing and coming in by the new moon, okay? So the new moon is like a week or so. So listen to your guides and release. That's, again, Mercury retrograde is going to call you to release some things in your life that no longer serve you, as Mercury retrograde does, right? It brings up a lot of the things, restart, reset, refocus, whatever the hell, insert here. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm a little out of it emotionally today. Okay, so please clarify this divine feminine card. I'm gonna pull some tarot here in a second after I get some of these oracle cards out the way. Please clarify the divine feminine energy for the collective. Oh my gosh, that's so many cards. Please clarify. All right, let's see. Imagine. Okay, so imagine. Use your imagination right now. Like, dream up what you would want, the life you would want to live, and where you would like to be, the direction you're choosing to take, right? Your divine feminine is very much a creative life force and a life-bringing creative force that can bring in a lot of the things that you want. Okay, sensuality. So again, I align that with the divine feminine as well, and that came out for the lucky card. And then strength is on the bottom. So again, people like to think divine feminine is all soft and whatever, but divine feminine is a strong ass warrior chick, right? Like, well, not chick, but yeah, strong ass warrior energy, I guess is what I want to say. All right, so please clarify the healer card. That's interesting too, because I just got this eye on my wrist tattooed a couple weeks ago. Interesting. So that could be significant. The Eye of Ra or the Eye of Horus, soul. Okay, so again, soul coming out for healer is not a small thing. 313 when I'm looking over here. So threes could be significant. Again, with the 6, yield. All right, so there's something you need to yield to. Now, yield isn't a full stop, right? It just means you need to approach it with a little bit of caution, okay? So something you're healing that potentially has to do with your karmic path or your divine feminine energy is going to bring you luck, but you have to look deep in your soul to heal these things that you're looking to heal. That could be in love, relationships, career. Apply it where it fits, okay? But again, it's asking you to yield, so then you can refine and improve what's underneath yield, okay? And then it's asking you to reflect. Like I said, a lot of the things are coming up when it comes to Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde begins on the 29th, and then I forget when it goes direct station, but we are in the thick of the pre-shadow phase right now, and I am telling you, as far as communication goes, relationship wise, like, I am feeling this retrograde very, very hard. It's in Cancer, if I'm not mistaken. And then, the full moon will be in Capricorn, so I feel like that's the reason I'm feeling this Mercury retrograde so heavy right now, when it comes down to it, because it's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on planetarily as I'm looking over here at my calendar. Okay. Oof, I'm out of breath. Okay, so let's see. I don't know why I wanted to use this tarot deck, but I did. It's upside down. All right, so please clarify the divine feminine and the imagined energy. What is the energy for the collective currently? What do they need to know? I'm about to go coach these little turds right now. Sorry, my swim kids. I call them all turds. They're not turds for real, but okay. Six of Cups. Oh my gosh, so nostalgia. Like think back to your childhood. Imagine what your childhood would have been like if you were there to heal yourself from the point of view that you're in right now, right? Okay, so you could be thinking of memories, something that comforts you right now. You could be very sentimental at the moment. You're really thinking about what brings you joy, what brings you pleasure. Maybe you're coming into a reunion, right? Because there's two babies playing on mushrooms in this card, right? And it looks like they're reunited, okay? And then you got the Hermit on the bottom. So you could be very much taking this Mercury retrograde to step inward and to introspect and to, again, look at your soul and your healing abilities. And you're doing a lot of soul searching and you're kind of withdrawing a little bit. You're illuminating the things within your soul that you would like to see come to fruition, okay? And again, what is that business idea maybe you have, or what is that thing that you wanted to do that maybe you've put off for a little bit, or you've stepped out of that energy for a little while because maybe the mental turmoil has been just a lot. Like, I'm speaking from personal experience the last couple of months. The mental turmoil has been real. Right? Maybe you're missing a loved one. Okay, the World card popped out, but it's two cards, so I'm not going to take it. The World card and the Two of Cups. Come the fuck on. I might actually keep these. All right, the World card and the Two of Cups. Okay, so your world is about, and this is for the luck and sensuality card. So these two cards coming out together is actually insane. And then you got the Four of Wands on the bottom. So I feel like this could have to do with a certain relationship you're looking at right now. Maybe not everything is as it seems right now, and that's the reason you're retreating back into hermit mode, to kind of like gain a hold of your emotions, right? Like, we often spiral into our emotions and allow them to affect us, but we have to feel our feelings without allowing them to wield us this way or that way, right? It is easier said than done. I am very much aware of that, but I feel like that's why your divine feminine energy is coming up right now, because that's something that she's divine feminine. I say she because I'm speaking from my personal experience. Divine feminine is very much in touch with her feelings, her emotions, and what she wants to do. Now, then we utilize that divine masculine, energy to make those changes, to move forward. But Mercury retrograde is not the time to move forward on those, and that's the reason I feel like you're kind of going into hermit mode and going back into self and withdrawing into self and really calling on your soul and calling on your guides and yielding, okay? Because again, something beautiful is coming. And my finger is in the middle of these cards. I'm gonna look at what it was. Knight of Wands, okay? So something is gonna come in energetic, fast, and passionate, okay? Very free-spirited energy that I'm feeling, okay? So again, with the union and the partnership, okay? So something is being completed during this Mercury retrograde and during this full moon, okay? To me, I feel like full moons can represent a lot of reflection, but also a lot of like finalities, I want to say, by the new moon, because the new moon's a little bit darker, right? The full moon is definitely going to illuminate the things that no longer belong in our life and shine a light on those things. So I don't know, I didn't want to keep those cards, but I did, and I feel like it was an important message for even me to hear, honestly. Well, all right, please clarify the healer and soul card. I really hope this microphone is working, but I don't really know. Y'all like my Aloha shirt? Yeah, my cousin got it for me from Ireland. I really wish I went with them. I miss my Ohana, my West Side Ohana. Hell yeah. All right. Okay, so remember I said my finger was on something in the card, and then I said Knight of Wands. Okay, and then I just shuffled. Okay, Knight of Wands came up again. Interesting. Okay, so again, something is coming in that's so passionate, courageous, and healing to you. Don't get lost in the impatience and the frustrations and the lack of self-control, okay? Because that can lead to a very domineering energy, and we don't really want to be in that. We don't really want to be as impulsive as the Knight of Wands can be, right? We're looking to harness that drive, that courageousness, and yes, that adventure and that free-spiritedness, but we want to do that with yielding, with caution, okay? And the Six of Pentacles on the bottom, okay? So this is about giving and receiving, in my opinion, right? So it can be easy for some people to be such a giver at their heart and at their core, to give, but when it comes time for them to receive, their nervous system gets confused with what they're receiving, because if they've only ever received shit, they're kind of like, oh, I don't know what this is. This feels good, but also my nervous system is freaking out. because it's never experienced this before, and oh my god, this, that, and the third. So your old programming tries to fill in the gaps and do all these things that it doesn't really need to do, because you are safe, you are whole within yourself, and you are loved. Okay, I just feel like that's something I wanted to say. And again, reach out to your get, if you need support with your community, or sharing, just share your wealth, right? Just be grateful for where you're at, and I always feel like that brings in more abundance. Okay, I mean, this is, you got the Eight of Pentacles here, you got the Nine of Pentacles, so it's ascending too. So I like that 10-10 as I'm saying that. Okay, so let's get one more card. Can I talk? Are we? King of Cups here is in the middle. Judgment. Ooh. And then you got the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So you're stepping into a very abundant time. Now, whether that's with love or romance or career or whatever part of your life, it's going to be a very abundant time for you. And it's going to be a very, very important time for you to stay receptive and stay open to what you're about to receive, okay? And again, this inner calling, your awakening that you're about to go through, maybe it's in this hermit mode that you have, you're going through a self-evaluation of, okay, why do I feel this way? Okay, what is leading me to feel this way? Okay, where did this emotion stem from? Where did it come from? These are things like being self-aware can drive you fucking crazy. It really can. It really, really can. Especially if you don't have that community, that support to kind of keep you grounded in what it is you're trying to do, okay? So maybe that's this King of Cups coming in, whatever that looks like for you, okay? Someone who's balanced, someone who's intuitive, who's supportive, who's an empath, who's devoted to you, emotionally mature. Like, these are things that, like, you seek in a partner. At least I do anyway. These are things that you can seek in a partner, and like that stuff can really help keep you balanced, all right? Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I got any more in me. Let's see. I'm going to pull a moon card. How about that? All right, let's pull one moon card for this spread. What does the collective need to know? I appreciate y'all's patience with me too. Life be happening, and I try my best, but, you know, there's a lot going on in the background over here, as I'm sure it is with everyone. One card, please. Oh, asking you shall receive. Okay. Drawing down the moon, knowledge. Okay, so then you got the full moon in the background there. And to me, this is the, I always forget, waxing or waning when it goes in the new moon. Anyway, to me, this represents the full moon that's about to come out now, right? And then this is the moon going into the new moon that's going to just kind of like, obviously the new moon's completely dark. So drawing down the moon, knowledge. So really seek out the knowledge of the full moon, this moon phase, right? Reach for the moon, go for it again with the moon, the full moon up there in that half moon, okay? So I feel like if you got some stuff you want to write down for the full moon, some stuff you want to release, some stuff you want to manifest in, I feel like this is something you should do for this full moon coming in. And again, with this Mercury retrograde, I'm feeling as strong as I am right now. I pray for those that got Capricorn in their chart, because what in the hell? That full moon is really tugging, and then the Mercury retrograde is kind of like shaking you up like a bag of change or something. I don't even know how I wanted to say that. But yeah. Anyway, I pray this helped, and I'll catch y'all soon. Peace.